Welcome to episode 323 of WWE SuperCard with me, Kenneth, Season 2. And we do have a PCC coming up tomorrow. And that'll be an interesting one the way it looks. Let's go check out the rewards right off the bat here. And I'll also talk about a few other things while I'm showing these rewards. And Stop 1 on Kenneth on Tour has ended. I finished the team event with the first team I stopped by, and we got the legendary card, which I'll show you that here in a little bit and give you the points breakdown as well. And as you can see, the PCC starts tomorrow is Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair. Ought to be an interesting one, but I won't be able to get the Sasha Banks or Charlotte because I just don't got the time to grind 20 hours a day until the end of the event, you know what I mean? And everybody's going to want these WrestleMania cards because they're divas. So I'm probably going to go ahead and go with Sasha Banks because I like her better than Charlotte Flair anyway. So, but here's rank 1 to 10, of course, is the Sasha Banks WrestleMania event card or the Charlotte Flair event card with a WrestleMania Undertaker, and a WrestleMania Rock. Great cards for rewards on this one so far. And of course, 11 to 100 you can see there. I'm not going to say them all because you can see them for yourself. But this is 11 to 100. 101 to 250 right here. 251 to 550 is the Sasha Banks and Charlotte, along with a Becky Lynch and a Natalya. Well, actually, if I could go get the Survivor card, I might just go ahead and go after the Survivor card. Do that one maybe, because Natalya, if Charlotte Flair's side wins, Natalya would be a pro for me. I've already pro'd the Survivor Becky Lynch, so I've already pro'd this one, so I really don't need a Survivor Becky Lynch because she's been pro'd already. But this one right here, I think I have her. I don't remember right, but if I have her, it might be worth going after this Survivor card if Charlotte's side wins. So depending on the card, if I already have a Natalya, which I don't remember if I do, I hadn't looked at all my Survivor cards closely lately. I can't remember. I have so many of singles, I can't remember all of them, but I'll take a look at that in a minute. But if I find out I do have a Natalya Survivor card, I might just go vote for Charlotte and hope to goodness that side wins. But I'm not going to put my bank on it, if you know what I mean. So there we go. Fat one, 551 to 1,000. You see what they are here. 1,001 to 1,750. Oop, I went too far. Now 1,751 to 2,150 is your last chance to get the Sasha Banks or Charlotte Flair PCC event card. And then the next one is probably going to be a Ring Domination, I'm figuring. I think it's going to be a RD coming up next week. And 2,151 to 2,650 is the Undertaker and Rock, which I don't think I have either one of those, so we'll find out. And of course, 2,651 to 3,550 is the Undertaker or the Rock. 3,551 to 4,800 is that Survivor Becky Lynch or Survivor Natalya, with those legendaries you see there, which I have no use for legendaries other than fusion food. And rank 4,801 to 7,050, of course, the Becky Lynch or the Natalya. And 7,051 to 12,550 is Becky Lynch or Natalya Survivor cards. And your last chance to get those Survivor cards is rank 12,551 and to 19,550, which would not be a problem. I think I could probably get at least 12,000 or more points. Or not 12,000, but 12,000 or better place. Put it that way. That's what I'm trying to say. I could probably get within this area if I really wanted to. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know how many points it will take. I'm thinking maybe 2,000, 3,000 points. Maybe. It would be a guess. Depending on how many people plays it. Which, with those cards, everybody's going to be going after those event cards. So, the Survivor cards might not be so hard to get. Unless you're in the middle of people working their way up. And rank 19,551 to 28,050 is legendary Rusev and legendary Sheamus, along with these epic cards you see here. And I'm just going to pan through the rest, because the rest of them really aren't that important, because most people don't need these lower tier cards, including myself. So, except for Fusion Food. They work great for Fusion Food, though. As you can see here, most of the stuff I usually pull off the board anyway. Epics and Super Rares and Ultra Rares, I pull off the board constantly. And I do have a WrestleMania pull coming, because I know this because I've been pulling Legendary and Epic cards the last 2 days like crazy. So I know I have a WrestleMania poll coming very soon. So it looks like I may be due for another WrestleMania poll. But that's the PCC preview. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how Stop 1 with Kenneth on Tour ended. Once I get out of this area here, I'll show you where Kenneth on Tour part 1 ended at. Started and ended, so to say. I didn't get a chance to make a video while the event was ongoing, because I've been very busy with doctor's appointments and stuff for my wife and stuff. So I haven't made a video in a couple days, but I'm back today, and there's your PCC preview. And the team event was Road to Glory, as you can see. And I'm going to show you. We did not get Stone Cold Steve Austin. We got 96 of 640, so we weren't able to get him, but we did get everything else. The Gold Dust, the Booker T, which I already used for Fusion after I claimed him, so. And Gold Dust, I've already used him for Fusion too after claiming him. I really don't need him for anything. But I was glad I could help my teammates, because some of them needed this Legendary Gold Dust. So once you got that Legendary Gold Dust, I'm glad I could help with the team event to get you that, help get that Gold Dust card for your, make yourself a pro. Ain't the greatest pro, but like I've always said in the past, a pro is a pro, regardless how bad or good it is. But it's better than not having a pro at all, if you know what I mean. And let's go ahead and show you team points breakdown. And I'm going to give a shout out to this team. They've done a great job. Especially the top four or five below me done real good. And of course, as you can see, my points was 395 points. Best in KO. Big shout out to Best in KO with 369 points. My son Charles, 2007, with 305 points. And he did this on his own. I did not help him. He done this completely on his own. He's going to be a grinder like me, I have a feeling. I mean, he was at school and everything the last 2 days. He just started school Monday, and he was able to still pull out 305 points even while going to school. So, yeah, I'm proud of my son for doing such a good job. He done this on his own, just so you know. So, a big shout out to my son, Charles, 2007, which is Charles Knight, my son. Reese is epic. Big shout out to him. He had 300 points. Big shout out to Mezzo with 210 points. Big shout out to Rain with 204 points. Big shout out to Cal 67. Find him again. He's the owner of the team. He got 180 points. Cal 67, I want to thank you for letting me be part of your team for this. And Reese, I want to thank you as well for letting me be part of this team for your team event. I will be leaving the team event, this team, after the timer runs out, because I got to go on to the next team. So this is Kenneth on Tour, and I'm going to be going to different teams until the end of Season 2, like I've discussed in an earlier video. So Cal 67, big shout out to you, and thanks again. You and Reese were great. Joe, big shout out to him for 175 points. I think this is said Dylan. I think that's how you say it. No, I don't think it's Dylan. I don't know. It could be Dylan or Dylan. Some people spelled Dylan or Dylan like this. So I'm just going to say Dylan with 108 points. Connor 3326. Big shout out to Connor for 3326 with 105 points. And once again, I want to thank Reese is epic and Cal's 67 for letting me be part of their team event this time around. And after this time event runs out, it's time for me to go on to the next team. I do have a few invites. I don't know if they still have spots left on their team or not. I might go check out their team real quick while I'm on videos to see if they do. But I do have a few invites to teams. So I may pick one of those for my next stop. And if you want me to be on your team, go ahead and send me a team invite if you have space for me. And I will pick one of y'all's team to join for the next team event. And as you can see, I can grind, so I will do my best for you. It don't matter to me which cards I get, but it matters to me what cards you guys get. I want you guys to get the cards you need, and I'll be glad to help you on one team event. So that's what I did with this team. Helped them with one team event. And that's what I'm doing with Kenneth on tour. I'm only doing one team event every week. Of course, you can only do one every week, but you know what I mean. But one day, 6 hours and 38 minutes, I will be picking the next team to join. So you guys got a day, 6 hours and 38 minutes to let me know if you want me to visit by your team and drop off and play a team event with you. I'd be glad to do so, and I'll do my best to grind the best I can. I expected my team, when I had my team grind time, to grind like crazy, and they done an excellent job. So I hated disbanding it, but I think that was the best to do, considering a lot of people are ready to leave for Season 3, like Gizmo. He's pretty much done until Season 3. So he left the team. And I had a couple other guys leave the team that was leaving because they also were done until Season 3. Time to take a little break from SuperCard and wait for Season 3 to come along. So I'll see if there's anything in team chat real quick. I don't think anybody whispered anything to me. And I'll tell them all a goodbye to them once that timer expires. Okay. Best in KL needed that card for a pro, so he said thanks guys for helping him get that pro. And you're welcome, bud. I'm glad I could stop by and be of some help. And while we're in here, I should have went back to the teams area. I'll show you what cards I do have for all you who are new to my channel. I know I got a few new ones. So let me show you what my team cards are, so you get a good idea. If I select you to be on your team for a week, you'll see what cards I do have. So you know what you'll be getting if I join your team. I am a WrestleMania Plus deck, of course, as you all know. And if you're new to my channel, if you haven't seen the last video or anything, I am WrestleMania Plus on exhibition. So WrestleMania Plus on RTG. And this was a Survivor Plus team. And my cards, my best cards, which are all in the team, are the Seth Rollins WrestleMania Event Pro. Then I got a regular WrestleMania Pro AJ Styles, and as well a Survivor Pro Becky Lynch, which I told you a minute ago. I already have a Becky Lynch Survivor card. So those are my cards, and I do have the Vince McMahon WrestleMania support card, as you all seen on my last video. As you seen on my last video, I had that card. So, and I only activate my enhancement if the team really needs me to. I usually keep a hold of my enhancements until someone absolutely needs me to activate it, because they're only a few short points from getting what they need, and their cards need to be increased in power a little bit. Or I need my cards to increase in power to help them, I should say. So I won't use that unless I absolutely have to. Hadn't had to use it yet, so it's all good. And let's see. No one's said anything since the team event ended yesterday, so really got nothing else. But the name of this team was FR Bell. Thank you guys for letting me be part of your team. And it's time for me to find a new team and be on your team for a week. So like I said, send me an invite if you want me to be on your team, and I'll select one of y'all. You got a day and 6 hours to do so. One day, 6 hours and 35 minutes to do so. And I'm going to go ahead and go to my mailbox. There's nothing personal in here, so I'm not worried about it. I don't have any notifications right now. I cleared them all out so I can start seeing your notifications for your team invites when the team event ends. But Champster, I think he's on Dark Mod. He wants me to request to be on our team again, which I may. It depends on who I'll get. I did freaking request to join this team, and I waited for 6 or 7 hours and got no approval to join the team. So that's when I went on and found another team, because I don't have time to wait 7, 8 hours for someone to accept my request. So if I'm I request to join your team, you need to approve it immediately, or within the first 3 or 4 hours, because I got so many people who want me to be on their team. It's only fair that when you invite me and I accept it, you let me in within a couple hours or so, unless it's 3 or 4 in the morning or something like that. And I'm usually in bed that time myself. So, but they want me to join their team, as you can see. But Dark Mondo and Champster, I think they're on the same team if I remember right. Go to his profile. I can go find out where his team is from the profile. As you can see, I can view his team. They got 9 to 10 members. So he might be a good candidate for me to join if I decide to join. And there's other teams out there who want me to join, so make sure you get me your request soon when the timer ends. They have Samurai Dojo. I did request to join them. But they have Blake, Jeremy JEHS, JS Med, JPK4, Champsters in there, of course. A guy named Charlie. Interesting. Dark Death, Jack, and Love Amy. Those were people who are on Samurai Dojo. Let's see what their top cards are for the heck of it. And their top cards are not bad. Not terrible. They are WrestleMania. Let's go take a look at Dark Mondo's team. I am going to take these guys' teams in the... I'll think about them when I do join another team. I'll take these two in consideration. They got 8 to 10 members. And they got Ziggy, Baptiste, Ligiois, Dark Mondo, the owner. Or no, Dark Mondo, Ziggy's the owner, okay. Baptiste Ligiois, Dark Mondo, Dean, Elijah, Monsu, Nathan09, and Shay Delaney. So, these two teams I will consider joining before my tour ends. My tour don't end until the end of Season 2. So, still got some time to join your team if you want me to. Just send me a request to join your team. You can let me know what your team name is down in the comments section of the video, or you can just send me an invite on the game. You can find me on that team I just showed you. You can just look that team up, or you can find me on that team. You can click profile on me, and you should be able to send me a message. And if you don't want to do it that way, you can also send me a request to join after I leave my current team, which will be exactly when the timer runs out, when I'll be leaving them, and you should be able to invite me to your team, and I will pick one of you all who invites me, and join your team for a week. So remember, I'm only going to be able to be on your team for 1 week only, because I got other teams that I want to tour. I want to get as many teams as possible until the end of the season. So, and I guarantee you guys, if I join your team, you will get a team shout out from me. I will shout you out on my video, so make sure you set those requests in. And I meant to do that. Get back in the game real quick, and I'm going to show you what the login rewards are for the month, because I hadn't had a chance to show you all yet. There were great login rewards this month, I tell you. I also need to check, see if I already have a Natalia Survivor single too. So for now, see here. Oh, I am up to 3,670 on Money in the Bank, by the way. And I have not started a new King of the Ring yet. Let's see here. Yes, I know I'm unranked. Okay, let's go down here to the login rewards part of it. The login bonus. And as you can see, your ultra rare is Bret the Hitman Hart, Epic Ultimate Warrior, Legendary Booker T, Survivor Sting, and they got a WrestleMania reward for the last of the month, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania card. So, yeah, they now have WrestleMania cards on the logins until the end of the season. So, that's great. And I do plan on keeping my best cards in my best cards, which are in King of the Ring, for Season 3, because I'm going to plan on still playing Season 2. at the same time I'm playing Season 3. So last time I moved all my best cards over. I'm not going to do that this time. This time around I'm going to move over my WrestleMania Pros, of course, which I have a lot more WrestleMania Pros this time around than I did in Season 1. So I have plenty of those to send over to Season 3, which will be a good start for me. I think you're allowed to send 2 WrestleMania Pros over to Season 3. I think, if that's how it works, unless they change it up. And then whatever I don't send over on WrestleMania card-wise, I will go ahead and keep. But only ones I should be able to have to send over are WrestleMania cards, because I got enough WrestleMania Pros, I think, or I will have by the end of the season enough WrestleMania Pros to make a full deck on Exhibition. So I might keep some for Road to Glory, but we'll see. I haven't decided. Whatever I can send over, I'm going to send over my WrestleManias and my Survivor Pros, most likely. The only ones I'm going to send over. Just so y'all know. I'm going to keep the rest. Like my WrestleMania Event Pro, I'm keeping. And my when I get that Becky Lynch Money in the Bank card, I'm probably going to keep her unless I absolutely really need a Diva real bad. But I do have a Survivor Pro Diva I can send over if needed. I'm hoping to get a WrestleMania Diva, which I will have that Becky Lynch WrestleMania Diva. But I'm hoping not have to send her over to Season 3. I hope I get another WrestleMania Diva before Season 3. So that way I can send her over. That way I'll have a strong Diva as well as strong regular superstars on my exhibition deck and go from there. But I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do it. It's just an idea how I might decide to do it. And we're going to go ahead and go into exhibition here. I'm going to show you how many games I have played now since the end of the team event on the ladder rewards. How much games left before I get the ladder reward. I have, let's see, I played 19,648, so only 352 more games played, and I'll have my next ladder reward, which is not a Diva, but it is a WrestleMania card. And before we get too far over here, I'm going to go ahead and go down to my cards and show you to see what cards I have Survivor-wise, on Survivor Diva-wise, I should say. So let's go to my cards down here. And I'm going to go select Survivor, and I'm going to select Divas. Go to Diva. There we go. Of course, you know I have the Becky Lynch Pro. I have a Survivor Nikki Bella, which I have not had a chance to Pro because I haven't gotten the second one. I do have a Sasha Banks Survivor. And I do have a Naomi, a Charlotte, and yes, I do have Natalya. So for PCC, I will be going after Survivor Natalya so I can Pro her. I will be going after that one on PCC. So yes, I will be grinding a little bit on TPC to get that Survivor card. I shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble getting a Survivor card. That's what I'm going after, is a Survivor card, because it will be a Pro for me, and it'll be my second Survivor Pro Diva. So that works for me. I really didn't have no time to do a gameplay on this video like Money in the Bank or anything. So I went through PCC about what's going on there. I've also talked about my tour. My first part of the tour is being concluded. This is a summary of everything we discussed. And I also showed you the rewards for Team PCC. And I shouted out the team and showed you what everybody got points-wise on there. And I also let you all know that make sure you let me know if you want me to join your team. Send me an invite or let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your team name so I can look up your team. And I will select randomly one of your teams to join for the next week's team event, as will be part 2 of Kenneth on Tour. So thank you all for watching. Kenneth on Tour is going to be great. I'm glad I'm finished the first leg of it. Second leg starts next week, so get your invites into me or your requests on the comment section below this video and let me know. And I'll look up your team, and I may select you. And guaranteed, any team I join will get a shout-out from me. And on top of it all, I will do my best to grind my hardest for you and get as many points as I can. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. And by the way, before I forget, good luck on Team PCC, or not Team, but regular PCC. Get that Diva there. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.